Alright, so I'm all set up and ready to cut my first gear. Now I've got this is a module 1 cutter. Now according to the gear calculator, I must go in a depth of 2.25 millimeters, and according to the same calculator, on this rotary table that's got a 90:1 gear ratio, I need to crank the handle 3 times for each tooth. So it's a nice round number, so my sector arms are both at the bottom. So the pin will be locating into the same position every time. Right, so what I'm going to do is move it forward, do a touch off, and then advance 2.25 millimeter. have seen the last cut here that went through there without cutting anything. That means that my indexing was spot on, and I think this gear is successful. And by looking at how it meshes, it's going to work very, very well. It meshes very nicely. There's a little bit of burrs on here which I need to remove, but other than that, I'm very happy with it. My first gear with the gear cutters, and I bought 4 of these cutters from Timo, and they work very, very well. But unfortunately, they only have a module 1 gear set available. I wish I would have the other gear sets available as well. But anyway, it's not sponsored, so I bought these things on my own. So now what I need to do is to press on the larger diameter gear after I've cleaned up or deburred the surfaces here. Because once these two gears are meshed or pressed together, I can't access this gear anymore to do any form of cleanup. Right, so I've set up to cut the 120 tooth gear. You can see it here in the background. Here's a small little gear that I've cut, the 30 tooth. Now my setup or my divisions on the rotary table will be different. Now I have to use the index plate, a 20 hole position, and I need to advance 15 holes instead of the 3 rotations that I used to, what I've done on the 30 tooth gear. So advance 15 holes and then move my index plate, my sector arms, and then move over to the next 15 holes. So now what I've done is I've made myself witness marks on the sector arms in case they shift, because the screw that I've got to lock them are not locking properly. I need to address this still. The washer that I've got in here is too narrow, so I need to fix that. But anyway, it's a very simple setup, and a little bit more involved than just using the same hole after 3 rotations. So that is all due to the fact that the radius is bigger. So a little bit of a turn makes a big difference on the outer edge of the radius. But I'm going to try and get you in here to see some cutting action. It's a bit difficult because I've got everything in a way here. Now, because I'm using or cutting a larger gear, it will be more torque. So I've got my tailstock on the back there, and it's taking up all the room for the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'll bring you down on this end. Maybe you'll get some better footage. You should also be able to see some witness lines there. So that was the sanity check. I scraped it on the gear just to make sure that my spacing is correct according to my existing 120 tooth gears. Well, for my first gear, I think it looks great. Okay, the gear is installed. I couldn't fit the bushing on the gear itself because when I took out the other gear, I saw that the ID of the bore was 17 millimeters, which meant I had to drill out or bore out this gear with another millimeter in order to get it to fit. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. If I see it wears out, then I'll bore it a little bit more and see if I can buy a piece of bearing bronze to fit in there, because currently my bearing bronze that I've got is 16.3 millimeters and it won't work here. So yeah, let me give you a demonstration as to how it runs. The carriage is enabled. This oil is making it look like it's got run out, but it's 100%. Well, it will serve my purpose. I hope you enjoyed this build. It's been a long time coming. I know some of the guys were anticipating this build for quite a while. Now I finally just got to the stage. I had to make a lot of tools to get here. The tools that I needed was a tailstock for the rotary table, a riser block for the rotary table, a indexer attachment for the rotary table, and the arbor. So yeah, it was quite a mission to get here, but yeah, it's worth it in the end. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, cheers.